Every morning, millions of Americans wake up before the sun rises, sit in traffic, answer emails, attend meetings, work overtime, and come home completely exhausted. They do everything they were told to do, work hard, stay disciplined, get a good job, earn more money, but then something strange happens. The paycheck arrives and within days it is gone. Rent gets paid, the mortgage is due, credit card bills show up, groceries cost more than last month, a car repair appears out of nowhere, and suddenly another month has passed without moving even one step closer to financial freedom. If you have ever looked at your bank account and wondered how you are working this hard and still not getting ahead, then this video is for you, because the biggest reason you are still not building wealth is not that you are lazy. It is not that you skipped your morning coffee. The truth is far more uncomfortable than that. You have been playing a financial game where most people never learn the real rules. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why millions of hardworking people stay trapped for decades, while others earning the same income quietly build wealth year after year. But before we get there, I need to tell you about someone whose story might sound uncomfortably familiar. And that story is coming right now. Meet Michael. He is 32 years old, has a stable job, earns around $75,000 a year, and rarely misses a day of work. His friends think he is doing well. His parents are proud. From the outside, his life looks exactly like success. But behind closed doors, every month feels like a race against the clock. He tells himself he will start investing next month. He promises he will save once he gets a raise. He believes things will finally get easier after he pays off one more bill. But somehow that day never comes. Here is the surprising part. Michael's biggest problem is not his salary. It is the invisible system controlling how his money flows. As his income grew, so did his lifestyle. A slightly nicer apartment, a newer car, more subscriptions, more expensive vacations, better restaurants. None of these purchases felt irresponsible on their own. That is exactly what makes them dangerous. They slowly became his new normal. Psychologists call this lifestyle inflation. And the problem is that every raise creates two choices. You can increase your future wealth, or you can increase your current lifestyle. Most people never even realize they are making that choice, and before long they are working just as hard as before, except now they need an even bigger paycheck just to maintain the life they have built. Right now, I want you to drop a comment below and tell me honestly, does Michael's story sound familiar? Are you making the same choice without realizing it? Your answer might be the wake-up call someone else in this community needs to read today. Imagine two friends who graduate from college together, same jobs, same salary. 10 years later, one has a six-figure investment portfolio while the other is drowning in debt. What happened? The difference comes down to hundreds of small financial decisions that seemed insignificant at the time. One person treated every raise as an opportunity to buy more. The other treated every raise as an opportunity to own more. That single mindset shift changes everything, because wealthy people do not just ask, can I afford this? They ask, what is this purchase going to cost my future? $1,000 phone is not just $1,000. It is the investment growth that money could have generated over the next 20 or 30 years. A luxury car is not just a monthly payment. It is years of future financial freedom traded for a few moments of excitement. And here is something that makes this even harder. Social media has completely changed how we compare ourselves. 30 years ago, you compared your life to your neighbors. Today, you are comparing it to millions of strangers. Every day, you see luxury vacations, beautiful homes, designer clothes, and perfect-looking lives. But what you do not see are the loans, the debt, the financial stress, and the sleepless nights behind those pictures. Comparison quietly convinces you that you are falling behind. And when people feel behind, they spend to catch up, not because they need more, but because they want to feel like they are keeping pace. That is one of the most expensive emotional decisions anyone can make. But here is where everything starts to change. And what I am about to tell you next is what most financial channels will never explain clearly. There are only two ways to build wealth. You either work for money or you slowly build assets that begin working for you. Most people spend their entire lives focused on the first one. They work longer hours, chase promotions, and switch jobs for a higher salary. And while there is nothing wrong with earning more, income alone has never been the secret to wealth. History is filled with people who earned millions and still ended up broke. Not because they did not make enough, but because they never learned how money actually works. Here's a simple way to think about it. Imagine every dollar you earn is like a tiny employee. You have two choices. You can send that employee out to buy things that lose value, or you can send it out to earn more employees. That is exactly what investing does. Every dollar invested has the potential to generate more dollars over time, and those new dollars begin generating even more. That is the power of compound growth. It does not feel exciting in the beginning. In fact, it feels painfully slow. That is why so many people quit before they ever see results. Many people believe they will start investing once they have more money, but investing is not something you do after becoming wealthy. It is one of the reasons people become wealthy in the first place. Waiting for the perfect time often means waiting forever, because there will always be another excuse. The economy feels uncertain, bills are too high, next month sounds better, and before you realize it, 10 years have disappeared. The biggest cost is not the money you did not invest, it is the years of compound growth you can never get back. But the final lesson is the one that ties everything together, and it is something most people never hear until it is too late. Here is what I want you to remember. Your paycheck can make you comfortable, but your financial habits determine whether you stay comfortable or eventually become financially free. The goal is not to look rich. The goal is to become rich, because looking wealthy often costs money. Actually, becoming wealthy requires keeping it. The people who build lasting wealth usually live quieter lives than you might expect. They do not feel the need to impress everyone around them. They understand that every unnecessary dollar spent today is a dollar that cannot grow for tomorrow. Building wealth is not about making one brilliant financial decision. It is about making hundreds of ordinary decisions that quietly move you in the right direction month after month, year after year. Not through luck, not through viral success, but through consistency, patience, and understanding that every financial choice you make today is shaping the life you will live tomorrow. So if you have been working hard for years but still feel like you are running in place, do not assume you have failed. Maybe you have simply been following advice that was never designed to make you financially free. Start today. Automate your savings. Invest every month even when markets are falling. Spend below your means even after getting raises. None of these habits look impressive on social media, but 20 years later, the results speak for themselves. If this video gave you a new way to think about money, please subscribe to this channel, because every week we break down exactly how money works so you can make smarter decisions with what you already have. And drop a comment right now telling us the one financial habit you are going to change after watching this video. Not for me. For yourself, because the first step toward changing your financial future is deciding that your future matters more than today's impulse. Take care of your money, because every dollar you keep invest and grow is another step toward the freedom you have been working so hard to find.